that what are the ingredients present in the food. At last we have discussed regarding the what are the sources of the food ingredients. So as you know, we are obtaining the food from different sources. Majorly the food sources they are classified into two categories. One is from the plants we are obtaining, and another one is we are obtaining from the animals. Now let us continue the topic by discussing the other concepts. In that, first we will move on to the plant parts used as a food. Dear children, as we know, plants are the only organisms which are preparing their own food. Means we are depending upon the plants. We obtain the food from the plants. So, what are the parts of the plants? Which plant parts we are using as a food? Now let us discuss. Here, this is a structure of a plant. So what are the parts present in a plant? Now let us discuss. Here the plant it can be majorly divided into two parts. One is shoot system and another one is root system. Here root system is nothing but we are discussing only about the roots. So this discussion of the roots we are referring as the root system. And what about the shoot system? Here shoot system is nothing but above the roots up to the tip of the plant we are referring as the shoot system. From above the roots, all parts we are referring as the shoot system. Above the roots we are referring up to the tip of the apex of the plant we are referring as the shoot system. And regarding the roots we have divided as a root system. Here what does the shoot system it is having? It is having the different parts. Which are those? Those are containing the flower, fruit, stem, leaf, bud. Now all parts we are referred as the shoot system. In roots, that is first one primary root and the next one secondary root. Here primary root is nothing but see when the seed germinate, the first stage of the root we consider as the primary root. So next secondary root is nothing but when the plants develop completely, the branch parts of the roots we are referring as the secondary roots. Now let us discuss which are the plant parts we are used as a food. Dear children, as we know, variety of the food item we are obtained from the plants. Means we are completely dependent upon the plants. So which are the food items? Which are the plant parts we are eating as a food? Now let us discuss in a detail. Yes, dear children, now let us discuss about the which are the plant parts we are using as a food. As you know, food we are obtaining from the plants. Plants are the only organisms which are preparing their own food. Then, which are the plant parts we are using as a food? As you know, plant parts are seeds, fruit, leaves, stem and root. So, which are the plant parts we are using as a food? Now, let us discuss with the example. In the first one, seed. Here, which are the seeds we are eating as a food? For example, wheat, rice, pulses and pomegranate seeds also we are eating as a food. Next one, fruit. Which are the fruits we are eating as a food? For example, apple, orange, banana, watermelon, muskmelon. So these are the few examples for the fruits. Next, leaves. Which are the leaves we are eating as a food? For example, palak, cabbage, pudina, methi, coriander, etc. These are the few examples for the leaves we are eating as a food. Next one, stem part. Which is the stem part we are eating as a food? For example, onion, sugarcane, potato. These are the few examples. Next one, root. So which is the root part we are eating as a food? Here roots are we are eating as a carrot, radish, beetroot. So these are the few root parts we are eating as a food. Some of the plants we are obtaining two or more than food items or food variety we are getting. For example, you can take it as a mustard plant. From the mustard plant we are obtaining the seeds. From the seeds we can prepare the oil. With that mustard leaves, those also we are using as a food. Means from the mustard plant we are obtaining the seeds and the leaves. Both also we are using as a food. Now let us discuss the parts of the plant by doing the few activity. Yes, dear children, now let us go on with one of the activity by using the parts of the plant. Here they have given one of the activity. Here they have given one of the food item. In that food item, which are the food ingredients they are present? We have to identify. Later, these ingredients, they are coming from which part of the plant, we have to identify. Now let us discuss. For example, here they have given food item, that is brinjal curry. What does the brinjal curry? It is having a ingredients. Here the ingredients present in the brinjal curry are brinjal, chili, nothing but spices present in that curry. With the oil is present. These are the ingredients present in the brinjal curry food item. Then brinjal, which part of the plant we are using here? Brinjal, it is fruit part of the plant. Next one, chili or spices we are obtaining. This is also fruit part of the plant. Then oil, as we know, oil we are obtaining from the groundnut plant or mustard plant, etc. So this oil it is obtaining from the seeds. Here we are using the mustards. We are using the mustard seeds, groundnut seeds to prepare the oil. So that oil it is belongs to the plant part which are having its seeds. So like this is one of the example. In the same manner, you also write down one of the food item, and in that food item which are the ingredients present. With these ingredients which are belongs to the which part of the plant you have to write down. Now let us move on to the another activity, that is activity 5. To do this activity we need some of the materials. That is, we need 2 bowls. With that we need the moong or chana. Here to do this activity I had got both moong and chana. Now let us do the activity. Dear children, now let us do the activity 5. To do this activity we need some of the dry seeds. Here I had taken moong and chana also. Put these seeds in a container filled with the water. Now I will keep these seeds in a container which is having the water. Leave this container for a day. Next day, drain the water completely from the container and leave the seeds in a vessel. Then after, you wrap the seeds in a cloth. In this manner, you have to wrap the seeds in a cloth. After, you have to observe the seeds in the following days. In the following days, you will observe the seeds in this manner. Dear children, you might have observed in these seeds a white color structure. It will be grown out of the seeds. What we are calling this? White color structure appear out of the seeds. What we are calling this? Here, these we are calling as the sprouted seeds. So these all seeds are the sprouted seeds. Dear children, these sprouted seeds, they are having higher energy as compared to the boiled seeds. Yes, dear children, after this activity we have noticed that a small white structure have grown out of the seeds. What are the small white structure we are calling? We are calling as a sprouted. We are calling as a sprouted. What does the sprouted means? Yes, sprouted means nothing but the seeds, they will be starts to germinate. Here, moong and chana, they will be starts to germinate. The first stage, that is we are considering as that is sprouted. They are sprouted seeds. By using this sprouted seeds, you can prepare a delicious food item. Snacks you can prepare. Or else you can eat directly these sprouted seeds. Eating of the sprouted seeds is best than that of the boiled seeds. Children, do you know how we are obtaining the honey? How does the honey it will be come from? Now let us discuss how we are obtaining the honey. Okay, children, now let us discuss the source of honey. Where we are obtaining the honey. So now, as we know, the insects, they are sucking the nectar from the flowers. Do you know why they are sucking the nectar? For what purpose they are sucking the nectar? Now let us discuss in this concept. As you know, insects like bees, they are collecting the nectar from the flowers. Here, nectar is nothing but sweet juices. Might have seen that your bees, they are sucking the nectar. They are collecting the sweet juices from the flowers. Later, they are converting here, honeybees, they are converting the nectar into honey. And they are storing Later, we are extracting the honey from the beehives. Later, the obtained honey, we are sending to the market. From the market, we are obtaining the honey. Now, look at this picture. Honeybees collect nectar or sweet juices from flowers. They convert the nectar into honey and store in their hives. We extract the honey from their hives. This is how we get honey in the market. Dear children, we have seen that how does the honey we are obtaining in the market. Dear children, do you know why does the honeybees they are collecting the nectar from the flowers? What is the reason? Why they are storing in their beehives? Reason is very simple. Flowers are not available all over the year, right? Yeah, flowers they are available only in certain seasons. So when the flowers they are available on that season, the bees they are collecting the nectar and they are storing in their hives. So when the flowers they are not available or in the cold month, the bees they are getting the nectar and also they are using the nectar for their young ones. This is the reason why does the honeybees they are collecting the nectar in their beehives. Why they are storing in their bees hives. That is the reason. We will understand this by one of the example. For example, water comes to your home 2 days once, right? Then at that time what you will do? Of course, you are storing the water all over the day. So when the water is not available, when the water doesn't comes, then on that time the stored water you are using. In the same manner, here honeybees also they are storing the nectar in their beehives. What is the reason is, here flowers they are available only during some of the seasons. When the flowers are available, on that time they are collecting the nectar and they are storing. When the flowers they are not available, on that time the honeybees they are getting the nectar from their hives and also that they are giving to the young ones. That is the reason. Yes, this is where how does they are obtaining the honey or what is the source of honey they are obtaining in the market. Now let us go on to the next concept, that is animal food and the types of the animals, eating pattern of the animals, how we have classified the animals. Dear children, now let us discuss the animal food and the types of animals. Yes, dear children, we have know that some of the animals they will eat only plant and some of the animals they are eating only animals and some of the animals they will eat both plants and animals. So depending upon the eating pattern of the animals, we have classified into many categories. For you, here they have given only 3 types of the animals. Remaining categories you can learn in higher classes. Okay, which are those types of animals? Depending upon the eating pattern, we have classified. Those are herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Then, what are herbivores? Herbivores is nothing but the animals which eat only plants. We are calling as the herbivores. For example, which are the animals we are calling as the herbivores? For example, cow, goat, deer, parrot, etc. So these animals they are eating only plants. So these are the example for the herbivores. Next one, that is carnivores. Yeah, carnivores is nothing but the animals which eat only animals. So that kinds of animals we are calling as the carnivores. Then what are the examples? Lion, tiger, snakes. These are the few examples for carnivores. Here these animals they are eating only animals. They feed on only animals. So that kind of animals we have categorized as the carnivores. Then what do you mean by the omnivores? Omnivores is nothing but the animals which eat both plants and animals. We are calling as the omnivores. Which are those? For example, cow, cat, dog, rat. So these are the few examples for the omnivores. These all animals they will eat both plant and animals also. Then dear children, human beings. Human beings that belongs to which type of animals? In this, the human beings they belongs to the omnivores. Why we have considered as the omnivores means human beings they will be eat both plant and animals. So that we also belongs to the omnivore Yes, dear children, by learning all these concepts, we will wind up our class. With that, here I had completed a wonderful topic, that is food. Where does it come from? See, in this lesson we have learned regarding the food variety of the food item we are eating, and what are the ingredients present in the food item. Later we have discussed the sources of the food item. We are obtaining the sources of the food item from the plant source and the animal source. With that, we are also obtaining salt and water from the other sources. Later we have discussed the what are the plant parts we are using as a food. At last we have learned what are the